So I showcased this mower in fixing the pull rope recoil on the engine. It's a very old Sycamore 22-inch push mower from about the mid 1980s. I mean, it ain't much, but the deck's got a few holes in it, little pinholes, and I'm kind of in a lull here before the mowing season starts, so I figured, hey, why not try and get it out and get it going again. So I did a separate video on it, fixing the pull rope recoil, and I don't know how long this mower had been sitting when I bought it, and a lot of 30 mowers from a guy who had just a bunch of them that he had collected over the years. And so I don't know if this thing's been sitting for 5 years, 10 years, less, more than that. But it was complete. I've got a carburetor and gas tank for it. And I cleaned the head off on it because there was a bunch of oil in it, but the cylinder inside looked really good. And I just sprayed some starter fluid into the intake there because the mower has excellent compression. And sure enough, it started up and ran for a couple seconds till it burned all that off. So figured it'd be fun. I'll spray some more fluid in there and pull the rope and show you all that this old thing that ain't worth much is still got some life left in her. Everything seems to be spinning freely. I guess I'll spend the $5 or so to get a carb diaphragm for it, since I've got to get one for at least 1 or 2 more of the mowers that have this old style carb diaphragm on it with the rod and the spring all interconnected with it. So I'll put one of those on and see if it'll run and stay running, and have myself a decent, somewhat decent mower here that at least runs and cuts, or at least runs well. So it's now time to put the carb diaphragm on this Sycamore mower. Now that I finally got it over here, got the carb diaphragm and found the hardware that I need to get the gas tank back on the mower as well. So I'm going to put the carb diaphragm on it, get it on the mower, and we'll see how it runs. So I got the carb diaphragm and gas tank back on. Got everything connected up here. Right now I don't have any sort of air filter or air filter housing, so I'll either wait to get a mower in that I can use it off of, or buy one. But also did my zip tie fix here, so I don't have to pull the spark plug boot out or choke it off with the carburetor. And I made the separate video on fixing the pull rope return here. So I've got all that done, and I'm gonna put gas in it and we'll see if it starts. So who knows what's gonna happen here, because who knows how long this thing's been even tried to start. Let's try to start it and see what happens. Third pull. It'll smoke for a few minutes because I had it turned on its side and get some twine out of the blade. let the smoke clear up. So the smoke has cleared. It's running really good. And my little safety thing works too. That's kind of neat. I didn't think this mower had a chance since the pull rope return was seized on it when I got it, but it's still running, or it's running great now. I've had this one about a year or two. According to the engine, I don't know if the deck's older than it, but 1984, at least is when this engine cover was made. My guess is that the engine was probably made at that time too, and the deck is at least that old, if not older than that. So yeah, got another one going. It'll probably only sell for $40. That's what I'll list it for, but people eat up these $40, $50 mowers that I sell. Seems like I can't keep enough on Craigslist to sell. So got this one running good. I'll find an air filter for it, and should be ready to cut a little bit more grass, a little bit more life in her. So that's good for me, and good for the mower, and good for somebody who's going to get hopefully a good cheap mower. Again, thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all found this informative, and I'll see y'all in the next video.